We've planned a big finish, and then we'll have a little Q&A if you have any questions for us. We are going to do a zany duet. We're going to read If I Told Him, a completed portrait of Picasso by Gertrude Stein, alternating lines. Wonderful Dada poetry. Are you ready, Carol?
I believe I am, yes.
I'll start. If I told him, would he like it? Would he like it if I told him?
Would he like it? Would Napoleon, would he like it?
If Napoleon, if I told him, if Napoleon, would he like it if I told him? If I told him, if Napoleon, would he like it if Napoleon, if I told him? If I told him, if Napoleon, if I told him, would he like it? Would he like it if I told him?
Now.
Not now.
And now.
Now.
Exactly as kings.
Feeling full for it.
Exactitude as kings.
So to beseech you as full as for it.
Exactly or as kings.
Shutters shut and open, so do queens. Shutters shut and shutters, and so shutters shut and shutters, and so shutters, and so shutters shut, and so shutters shut and shutters, and so shutters shut, and so and also, and also, and so and so and also. Exact resemblance to exact resemblance, the exact resemblance as a resemblance, exactly as resembling, exactly resembling, exactly in resemblance, exactly a resemblance, exactly and resemblance, for this is so, because...
Now actively repeat it all, now actively repeat it all, now actively repeat at all.
Have, hold, and hear. Actively repeat at all.
I judge.
As a resemblance to him.
Who comes first? Napoleon the First.
Who comes to, coming to, who goes there, as they go share. Who shares all is as yet, or as yet.
Now to date, now and date, and the date.
Who came first? Napoleon at first. Who came first? Napoleon the First. Who came the first? Napoleon first.
Presently.
Exactly do they do.
First exactly.
Exactly do they do too.
First exactly.
And first exactly.
Exactly do they do.
At first exactly and exactly.
And do they do.
At first exactly and first exactly and do they do.
The first exactly.
And do they do.
The first exactly.
At first exactly.
First as exactly.
At first as exactly.
Presently.
As presently.
As presently.
He, and he, and he, and he, and he, and he, and as he, and as he, and he. He is, and as he is, and as he is, and he is, and as he, and as he is, and he, and he, and he, and he.
Can curls rob? Can curls quotable?
As presently.
As exactitude.
As trains.
Has trains.
Has trains.
As trains.
As trains.
Presently.
Presently. Proportions.
Presently.
As proportions as presently.
Father and farther.
Was the king or room?
Farther and whether.
Was there, what was there, and what was there, was there.
Whether and in there.
As even say so.
1.
I land.
2.
I land.
3.
The land.
3.
The land.
3.
The land.
2.
I land.
2.
I land.
1.
I land.
2.
I land.
As a so.
They cannot.
A note.
They cannot.
Afloat.
They cannot.
They don't.
They cannot.
They as denote.
Miracles play.
Play fairly.
Play fairly well.
A well.
As well.
As or as presently.
Let me recite what history teaches. History teaches.
That was fun. That was fun. I'm sorry I flubbed those lines. Thank you. John. The theater of John. Carol. I don't know.
Any questions?
Do we have a microphone? I guess we do, right? If anybody wants to ask a question.
And it's perfectly right if there are no questions.
But there might be. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you, you guys, for being here. That was really
You're welcome.
a gift. My name is Sky. I have a question for John. When you were just starting out in your acting career, did you have a favorite monologue or a particular piece that you always used for auditions?
Yes, I think most young actors have. Is that phrase one classical, one modern?
Yeah.
I would always do Richard II on the battlements. You know, we are amazed. I used to listen to an LP of John Gielgud doing The Ages of Man over and over again when I was a teenager, and I'm afraid it sort of entered my DNA. I could never quite shake John Gielgud, so now I could do it for you right now, but I won't. Another question? Oh, come now. Surely there's something.
You can do bottom speech while we're singing. Oh, yes.
I'm just interested to see what you both have next in store.
Next in store? Probably, I hope to be unconscious for a long time. I just want to take a rest for a while, but I'm sure I'll be working on a lot of things. I feel them encroaching, but I can't say exactly what they are.
I've been working this year on a project which actually it sort of feeds into what we've done tonight. It's a one-man show. You haven't seen it yet.
No, I've heard about it.
It's called Stories by Heart, and I've done it about 4 or 5 times, and I will do it at Lincoln Center in April, May, and June on their dark nights in the Newhouse Theater. And it's actually about my grandmother, my father, and me, 3 generations of storytelling. And it's sort of a funny and heartfelt meditation on storytelling, what it's all about, why we want to hear stories, why some of us want to tell stories. And it culminates in a big performance, a big monologue performance of a story that we all loved when my father told it to us as kids, and which I told to him when he was very, very ill as an old man, and which kind of brought him back to life. And that story is a P.G. Wodehouse story called Uncle Fred Flits By, which, if any of you know it, is the funniest thing ever written. So that's what I'll be doing next.
I have to admit I'm working on a play. I wasn't going to say anything. I have the hubris to think I can actually.
I was going to ask you tonight
it's
why
terrible.
you have never attempted to play.
Well, there's a good reason for that, no doubt. But, I think it's hubristic.
Is there a tall,
but
balding?
actually, I could center things around that particular kind of presence. Anybody else have a question?
Other questions? Now, as she's asking her question, all of you think of questions. That's the trick.